What's going on, YouTube? Ali Dope checking in once again. And today we're going to continue off episode 2 of our cover art breakdown series. What would be a better way to kick off the cover art month than another cover art breakdown? So the covers today that we're going to break down are Too Easy by Gunna featuring Future. That cover art was pretty dope. We're going to review Polo G's Hall of Fame 2.0 cover, Light Skin Keisha's Break the Bank cover, and last but not least, Big Sean's What to Expect cover. Without further ado, let's get into it. So we're gonna start off fairly simple with this first cover art for Gunna and Future's Too Easy. The song is banging already, so I definitely had to just check out the cover art and just see and try to break it down for you guys and explain some of these elements. Alright, so when you first open up or see the cover art, you can see it's basically just a TV screen with some joysticks. I think that was pretty cool for the cover because the song is called Too Easy, and as you can see, they pretty much did it like a menu for a game or something like that back in the day. This you can find like all you gotta do is type in like an 8-bit font, something like that. They put a little background on there, which is probably like a blue overlay on some sort of tree 8-bit background and stuff like that, and that's that screen. And then if you go here and see this is pretty much like a joystick. Now they probably downloaded either an arcade PNG and then created this text down here with like this texture, with this snake's texture down here, and then put the snake here in between the joysticks or whatever, or they probably did it in Blender or Cinema 4D. Probably, I'm thinking more or less Cinema 4D, since this is Future and Gunna. It probably cost a little bit more for the cover art, whatever. They put a slight glow around here, and then that's pretty easy. There's really nothing to this cover art. The concept is pretty simple, too easy actually, and then the execution is what is really what brings it to life. The snake here, the joystick controls right here with the glow on it, I think it's pretty dope. Alright, next we're gonna go with Light Skin Keisha's Break the Bank. Alright, so I thought this one kind of stood out to me because this was more or less a photography based cover art. It's a lot going on here, so we're gonna break down a few of these elements. So let's start with just Keisha. They probably did a photo shoot with her wearing the whole like money outfit type thing. I just highly doubt that they superimposed a money outfit on her. I think it would have been just easier to take the pictures of her with the money outfit on or whatever. Next, we're gonna just go ahead and add the background. Now in the background here, as you can see, this is probably like a 3D or a Blender type of background. Okay, it is a 3D type background in Blender, or they probably could have used the actual vault background and then added. It looks more or less like a vault background, like a PNG or something like that, but maybe like a 3D render that was a PNG, whatever. They placed this. This does not look like it was here. It looks out of place. It still looks like the composition fits, but it just looks out of place. This card with all the gold on it, these gold bars is probably another 3D effect as well. They probably stacked the money. You can find 3D PNGs of money. They probably put some money in the corner here. The bottom, the floor, you have the background and you have your floor. So you have to have that background and you have to have a floor in order for it to all hit right. They probably put this fake money here. They put fake money here. This is fake money here. They put some gold bars here. As you can see, this is fake shadows that they added all around, which is pretty cool. But as you can see, it just looks not realistic. So they probably used some sort of concrete background or concrete floor and then added all those other elements. As you can see here, like you said, all you had to do is grab I don't even know what this looks like. Maybe like a table or like, I don't know what it would be called. But find an element that looks like this and just put the gold bars on it. They could have probably took a picture with that too though. They probably could have just took a picture with her and then this setup here and then added the gold bars after. Either way. And then lastly, they probably have the money, flame money. If you follow my my last tutorial for the Babyface Ray, I definitely added fake money, and I did a little burn and dodge here on the money. As you can see, on some of them they have like Keisha's face superimposed on the money, which is, I feel like, pretty cool. Lastly, the font is really cool. It's pretty simple. They burnt up the money a little bit here, and they burnt it up here a little bit in the text. Looks like it's breaking, i.e. break the bank. Alright, and it's just a light gradient from, it looks like yellow to like a creamish white color, and then just put light skin Keisha right here at the top, which is pretty simple. I don't think it's really nothing too crazy about it. It's just a lot of detail and a lot of planning that went in probably to this cover. Alright, now Polo G. Polo G definitely has a fire cover idea. This is for the 2.0 that's coming out. Now for this one, let's break it down. Okay, you have a nice background with a vintage overlay, photocopy type of overlay that you can achieve that. They probably use a cool little flare up there to bring down some of these elements, and you can do that after you add your your grains and your photocopy textures overlay. But this is cool here. They add a nice little flare at the top. They added those same flares here in the Hall of Fame text, and this is simple. It's just finding a cool text, Hall of Fame 2.0. It's just the lettering, and then you can either make this chrome using textiles, or you can use simple programs like iCandy. They'll give you definitely a cool chrome type of look. Let's go ahead with the diamonds. Okay, with these diamond rings, it's two things that they could have done with this. These could actually be his rings and they just photographed them, or they probably made the rings in Blender or something like that, because you can make rings and stuff like that in Blender. You don't have to have like an actual pictures of rings and stuff. Like, you can make literally anything in 3D. You just gotta know the shapes and things like that you want. So these could be either or. I'm thinking these are his rings, and they just gave him a photo of his rings because they just look too detailed. But once again, it could be in Blender. Okay, now I like the idea that they have a bust, since he's going with the whole Hall of Fame theme. This is the old Polo, newest Polo, GOAT Polo here. You could actually make a bust. Maybe I'll do that as a tutorial too, like how to create a bust. You know what I'm saying? How to create a bust or whatever. I don't even know what the right proper term would be called. Like a Hall of Fame bust. How to create a Hall of Fame bust or something like that. But yeah, they just did that. Made him a statue of some sort like that. And then they just added like I said, that film photocopy grain over top. Added some dope flares, and as you can see in the highlights, it's a pink highlight, and it looks like it's like a green overlay. So you could probably do that using gradient maps, the green with the pink, and then just select where you want it to go and create the good blending modes, stuff like that, to get that green and purple idea. Maybe I'll do like a similar tutorial on how to create this same look. Lastly, we're gonna go with Big Sean's What to Expect EP with Hit Boy. You guys know I always try to do at least one photography based cover art, as well as, you know, the graphic design part of it. Alright, so for this one, I liked it because they probably took this picture, but they're not wearing any protective glasses or anything like that. So I highly doubt that they were actually breaking any glass. I think they just had the sledgehammers and they just took pictures of them swinging the hammers, right? And then they probably just put this glass overlay, like a real glass overlay, so you could buy a slab of glass from like Home Depot and you could like literally break it exactly what you would want it to do. Like I would go ahead and take that thing and grab like a rock or like a glass breaker and break it exactly where I want it to break, right? And then you could just scan that over top of this image. So you can scan that in and pull it out. Secondly, I think you can achieve this by, of course, they have some like, it looks like some gradient, some Gaussian blur is on there as well because it is a film look. And then they added probably like a little bit of color correction and camera raw. But for the main composition, all they did was take some pictures of them swinging sledgehammers, right? And all they did was probably print that out. Like I said, grab that glass slab, put the glass slab over top of your image, scan that in, take a picture or what have you, get it into your system and put it in there. And I think, yeah, it came out pretty cool. I like it. I think it's dope. So don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share the knowledge. And until next time, keep hustling, keep creating. Most importantly, keep learning. Adios.